morning, students. Today I am going to start a new chapter, chapter 6, standard 7 SS. And today it is the first video. My dear student, standard 7 SS, chapter 6, video number 1. My dear student, when you learn the title, automatically it will come to know it is the second part of the chapter 4. You have already learned in chapter 4. You have already learned in chapter 4 about Mughal Empire. You have already learned about Mughal Empire. But at that time it was establishment and extension. Okay, chapter 4 was about the establishment of Mughal Empire and its extension. My dear student, when we say, we come to know in 1526 CE, Babur established Mughal Empire by defeating Ibrahim Lodi. In 1526, by defeating Ibrahim Lodi, Babur established Mughal dynasty. What it? In the first battle of Panipat. After Babur, his son Humayun came on throne, and after Humayun, his son Akbar came. Okay, so Babur, first one Babur, after Babur Humayun, and after Humayun Akbar came on throne. And my dear student, when we learn about Akbar, I explained about Salim, okay, Jahangir, okay, I explained about Jahangir, okay, Salim, okay, Salim adopted the title. Prince Salim adopted the title Jahangir. Jahan means world, and one who conquers the world. One who conquers, Jitwu. Conquer means Jitwu. One who conquers the world is called Jahangir. So Salim adopted the name Jahangir. Got it? And he started rule over Delhi. He ascended the throne in the year 1605. What it? In the year 1605, Jahangir came on throne and he ruled till 1627. Got it? So these 22 years, okay, these 22 years are remarkable years when we consider about the history of India. Why? That I am going to explain, don't worry, okay? Why these 22 years? Why these 22 years considered as the remarkable, okay, year in the history of India? I will tell you, my dear student, during this time what happened, and because of that thing, okay, we slowly became the slave of British Empire, the Britishers ruling over us. Why? I will tell you, okay? That's enough. Second part, okay? My dear student, Jahangir. So at that time, Prince Khusro, he revolted against Jahangir. Prince Khusro revolted against Jahangir, and that is why Jahangir imprisoned him. Okay, my dear student, when Prince Khusro revolted, one Sikh guru named Arjun Singh, okay, Sikh guru Arjun Singh, he helped Prince Khusro, and that is why this Sikh Guru Arjun Singh was sentenced to death. Got it? I may ask this question. Okay. What was the punishment given to the Prince Khusro? Why? My dear student, Prince Khusro was given a punishment of imprisonment because he revolted against Jahangir. Okay, I may ask this question. Okay, who helped Prince Khusro in revolt against Jahangir, and what was the result? If I ask like that, so we can say the Sikh Guru Arjun Singh revolted, helped King Prince Khusro in the revolt against Jahangir, and because of that, because of the helping nature to the Prince Khusro, Arjun Singh was sentenced to death. Okay, got it? So two things we have learned, my dear student here. Okay, period. One more thing, why these 22 years considered as a remarkable? I will tell you, my dear student. In the year 1600, in England, the British merchant started. The British merchant established one company, and the name of the company was the British East India Company. Okay, the British East India Company. Okay, it was established in the year 1600 in England, and just to do business with India, the first ship came in the year 1608. Okay, the first ship arrived in India in the year 1608. So we know here 1605 and 1627. In between 1608 comes. So during the period of Jahangir, the first ship came to India, the first British ship. Okay, just to do business. And my dear student, we know later on what happened because of the fighting among themselves. Okay, slowly the Britishers, they interfered in the political matters of Indian king and started capturing the states, and at last they ruled over us, and more or less 200 years something the Britishers, they ruled over us, and we know. Okay, and in 1947 15 August we became free from the clutches of British. Okay, that we are learning next year in standard 8. Okay, so the first ship came to India. The first ship came to India in the year 1608. Okay, Sir Thomas Roe and W. Hawkins. Okay, they went in the court of Jahangir. Got it? So here I said now why these 22 years are remarkable, because of that. Okay, so we became slave. Why? Okay, that we know. But during his period they came. Okay, got it? Next one, after Jahangir, Shah Jahan came. My dear student, two things are remarkable things in the life of Jahangir. First one thing was about his verdict. My dear student, when you open your textbook, you will find a picture. One lady was ringing bell, pulling the rope of the bell, and telling the king about what happened to her. Okay, and she wanted justice. Okay, so in order to give proper justice, and the person can get proper justice on time, that is why Jahangir himself was investigating everything. Got it? It is not written in the book, but it is, I have heard, that's why I am saying. Okay, may be true, may not be true, I don't know. Okay, Jahangir. Okay, and second thing, Jahangir's wife Noor Jahan was so beautiful, She was so beautiful, and whole administration, the administration of the whole state was done by her. Was done by her. So four things are there. First thing, during this period, who came? The Britishers came. Okay, and who were there? Thomas Roe and W. Hawkins. Okay. Second thing about Prince Khusro revolted against him, and who helped him? Sikh Guru Arjun Singh. So Jahangir imprisoned Prince Khusro and sentenced to death Sikh Guru Arjun Singh. Okay, what was the name of Jahangir's wife? So Nur Jahan. Okay, and she had a good skill of administration, and that is why she administered the whole state. Got it? Now after that, second thing, after Jahangir in the year 1627, Shah Jahan came. Shah Jahan came. Okay, my dear student, the period of Shah Jahan is considered as a golden period. Golden period. Why? Because according to Shah Jahan, he was saying agriculture is the most important for the prosperity. Okay, in order to have a prosperity, okay, richness, what is the important? Agriculture, and that is why he followed the policy of Akbar. He followed the policy of Akbar. Okay, my dear student, he established one new city and give the name Shah Jahanabad, and he on his own name Shah Jahan, and he established one city named Shah Jahanabad. Okay, my dear student, here I would like to say one more thing. Okay, that during his time, the Mughal Empire reached its apex. Got it? And during his time, he built number one, Taj Mahal. Okay, Red Fort, Diwan-e Aam, Diwan-e-Khas, Moti Masjid, Jama Masjid. These things were built. Okay. Moti Masjid, Jama Masjid, okay, Diwan-e-Aam, Diwan-e-Khas, and these things were built during the period of Shah Jahan. And Taj Mahal is considered as the one of the seven wonders of the world. Even today also, it was built in 17th century, 1700. Okay, sorry, 17th century, and today, though more than 500 years over, still it is as it is only. Okay, the Taj Mahal and Red Fort. We have already learned about Red Fort in chapter 4. While dealing with question answer, I said twice in a year we unfurl our Indian flag on 15th August and 26 January on Red Fort, and it is unfurled. The national flag is unfurled by our Prime Minister. Okay, got it? So construction was done during Shah Jahan's time. After Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb came, and my dear student, we can consider soon after. Okay, when Aurangzeb was the king at that time, Mughal Sultanate started. Weekend, okay, it was considered as a downfall of Mughal Empire. His period was 1658 to 1707. My dear student, when we consider about these 50 years, we can say more than 25 years he fought with Marathas and with Durgadas. Okay, if you have learned the movie, okay, Tanaji, okay, and some other movies are there, you will get some information about Aurangzeb. My dear student, Aurangzeb's memory was very sharp. Okay, Aurangzeb's memory was very sharp, and my dear student, he learned the Muslim holy book Quran-e-Sharif in detail. Okay, and he knew the two languages very well, Arabian and Persian. These languages he knew very well, and he studied Quran-e-Sharif the holy book of Muslims in detail. Okay, but one more thing was that he did not like art, music, and painting. Okay, did not like him. Okay, and my dear student, he was very aggressive in that case about Quran is Sharif. Okay, so his period of during Aurangzeb period, the Mughal Empire slowly fall. And the last Mughal Empire was Bahadur Shah Jafar. And it was the period of 1857 during the revolt time against the Britishers. Okay, Bahadur Shah Jafar. In this chapter we are not learning, but since we are considering about Mughal Empire, the downfall started during the period of Aurangzeb, and the last Mughal was Bahadur Shah Jafar. That we are going to learn next year. So in this chapter we have learned about Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb. My dear student, in second video we will learn about the social life, economic life, and the fight against the Marathas. Okay, Aurangzeb's fight against Maratha. Okay, especially Shivaji. Okay, Maharaja Chhatrapati Shivaji and the okay, this thing we will learn in our next video. So we have learned in chapter 4 about Babur, Humayun, Akbar, and after that in this chapter number 6, the second part, okay, we are learning about Jahangir, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb. Next time we will learn more. Thank you.